We nearly had another no-hitter on Tuesday. Plus, who are some hitters to target for the second half of the season? Let's talk about it next on Fantasy Baseball Today in 5. Welcome into FBT in 5. As always, make sure to follow and stream us on Spotify. Today is Wednesday, June 30th. I am Frank Stanfield, joined by Chris Towers. German Marquez, starting pitcher for the Colorado Rockies, took a no-hitter into the 9th inning against the Pirates. He finished with a complete game, 1 hit, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. He has given up just 4 hits over his last 3 starts. Chris, he's been lights out. Are you more likely to buy German Marquez or to sell high based on these recent performances?
I think I'm probably more likely to buy Marquez right now, and part of that is because I was higher on him than most people coming into the season, and I would expect that I'm still higher on him than most people. I do have him as a top 50 starting pitcher the rest of the way, and there are going to be some ups and downs. There are going to be some tough starts at home that he doesn't pitch super well in, but we've seen German Marquez be a must-start starter before that second half of 2018 in particular, when it looked like he was making a leap to acedom. I think he can do that if he gets traded out of Colorado. As long as he stays in Colorado, there's going to be some inconsistency, but I'm thinking you're going to start him more often than not at this point.
Yeah. Last 8 starts for German Marquez, he's got a 2.00 ERA, and that includes a start where he gave up 8 earned runs. So the guy has been lights out recently. How about Joe Ross? He's also been very good. 6 1/3, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts against the Tampa Bay Rays on Tuesday. He is only 56% rostered. Chris, how interested are you in Joe Ross?
I'm pretty interested in him. I don't think he's a must-add pitcher by any means, but if you're in a points league, he's got RP eligibility, and that makes him pretty valuable. And he's pitching deep into games, which is a surprise given his injury history. I thought the Nationals would play it a little easier with him, but at least 6 innings pitched in 4 of his last 5, and he's averaging right around 6 innings per start, I think, over his last 7. So, I like what I'm seeing right now. He's got decent stuff. His velocity was up actually 1.5 miles per hour in this one. So I think Joe Ross is a decent starting pitcher, at least in the SPARP role for your points leagues.
Yeah, last 4 starts for Joe Ross. He's got a 2.41 ERA. It's been a very kind month of June for Joe Ross. It has not been the same for Rich Hill and Kenta Maeda, who just had another rough start against the White Sox. He's got an ERA over 5 for the season. Chris, would you drop either of Kenta Maeda or Rich Hill for Joe Ross?
Hell yes, Maeda no.
Would you drop either of those pitchers for Shane McClanahan?
Hell yes, Maeda no. I would hope I have a pitcher who has less upside than Maeda, given what we've seen from him.
All right, let's take a look at some hitters that you can buy for the second half who I would still consider are either buy low candidates or something close to that. Francisco Lindor, Michael Conforto, Matt Chapman has heated up a little bit. Jose Abreu, the numbers on the season have not been great. Tommy Pham is the only one who actually, for the entire month of June, has been ridiculous. So he is a buy high on this list. But Chris, who's your 1 or 2 favorites? Lindor, Conforto, Chapman, Abreu, Pham to try and buy for the second half?
I think probably Lindor is the first one, just because I still view him as a top 30 player, and I would imagine a lot of people don't. So he's been more or less Francisco Lindor since the start of June. He's on a 32 homer, 12 steal, 195 run plus RBI pace with a 265 average. It's a little below what you want from him, but it's still pretty good. And I don't think most people realize that. So I think there's still an opportunity to buy low on Lindor. And ditto for Chapman. He's, riding a 16 game hitting streak. He's been very good since about, June 10th or so. And, I still think he's a very, very good hitter. We haven't seen that from him mostly over the last couple of seasons, but I believe in Matt Chapman, especially as he gets further removed from that offseason hip surgery, that he can be a must-start player.
Yeah, I agree with you on those two for sure. Tommy Pham, it's going to be a little bit harder to acquire right now, but 6 homers, 6 steals in the month of June. The guy has been absolutely ridiculous, and he's good regardless of format because he's got really strong plate discipline as well. So Tommy Pham, I like him. I like him quite a bit. We had a lot of home runs on Tuesday, so I just want to give a shout out and mention some of those home runs. And Shohei Ohtani had another double dong. 2 more homers increases his league lead to 28 home runs, of course, playing in Yankee Stadium. helps a little bit there. Kyle Schwarber had another leadoff home run. He's now up to 25 for the season, 16 for the month of June. And Joey Gallo, a double dong himself, up to 18 home runs for the season, 9 in the month of June. So Joey Gallo looking a lot like Joey Gallo. It took some time, but he's finally come around. For more extensive fantasy baseball coverage, listen to the Fantasy Baseball Today podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, your smart speakers, or anywhere else podcasts are found. And thanks for listening to Fantasy Baseball Today in 5. If you enjoyed the pod, please leave a 5-star review on Apple. We'll be back again tomorrow morning.